Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy and today we are going to be playing with the gouache that I have out. My patron Barbara sent me this fabulous little set of ARRTX Gouache in little pots, and I was playing with them in one of our sketch sessions, and I thought since they're out we could go ahead and give it a little more play. This is the swatch of colors. They do look a little bit different on, let's focus, on the sheet than they do with their swatches. The colors are just more vibrant. And it comes with a little postcard, which is cute, and then their thank you card. And each pot has a lid, but the lids are in the kitchen because I made a mess with this stuff, and yeah, I got it all over the lids. I think at some point I had the box upside down. But I have out that there's the mess that I made from our painting session, so there's colors out. And Barbara also sent me this gorgeous picture of the moon, shining through a cloud with the treetops in the foreground. There's just a treetop in the foreground. Thought that would be fun to try on the black paper. So we're going to go ahead and, as you can see, tape this off and play with paint. Let's play with it. I also have out my iridescent colors in case I need some little sparkly iridescence. I have the iridescent set of Hemi, other way. The metallic set of the Hemi gouache. I thought that this would be perfect for my Christmas ornaments, and I'm actually using it in paintings as well, so I thought that was super fun. We're gonna go ahead and just jump right in. I have clean water, clean-ish brushes, and I'm liking this blue-gray that I have over here. This is a mixture of white and Prussian and a touch of brown, all mixed together to make this really soft gray. And I thought, yeah, that's perfect, that we would start with that and just kind of get down a nice layer of cloud right here of nighttime cloudy sky going on. Through there. Now this is not watercolor paper, so I'm not sure how it's going to take the gouache. I just figured we'd go for it. I've been using the King Art gel sticks on this paper and colored pencil, and it takes both of those mediums so beautifully. But I thought we'd get in here and play with a little bit of gouache since it's out. I don't know why, but that brown in here makes these just gorgeous grays. Maybe we'll, yeah, that's a little better. Is that too bright? Yep, that's too bright. And Prussian. Yeah, that brown and Prussian together make these really beautiful dark grays. So, thought I'd break away a little bit from watercolor because I am doing the watercolor challenge, and grab a little bit of water and kind of thin that black out a little bit. I am doing the World Watercolor Month challenge, and kind of broke away from it for a minute. Gonna get back to it later on tonight, but for right now I just wanted to do a little bit of just a little bit of gouache painting. Get in a little bit of, I feel like I should maybe get rid of the black altogether and kind of mist in that nighttime sky situation where the moon is so bright that it's not quite a dark blue. It's more of a purpley gray blue. Do love a nice nighttime sky. I'll grab a touch of black and get that in there. Touch of indigo. And this is a nice little selection of colors. I'm really enjoying it. That brown just makes it just right. Go ahead and touch more water for movement. Don't really saturate the paper too much because it is pretty thin. Like that. Scrub it down. Pretty smooth down here. Just go back and forth until it smooths out to your likeness. Doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to put a tree down here as well. Let's grab our touch of white and put it in here and put in the blue. It's kind of a blue, a white blue glow around our moon. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the blues first. A few clouds just kind of floating around. They're super bright, like they would almost be daylight clouds. So we'll get our light blue down first. Like that. Kind of give it a nice scrub. It does kind of lighten, like it's not quite so vibrant out here. Go down here. I'm leaving that dark in the middle because that's where our heavy cloud, that's where the actual heaviness of the cloud is. That's rolling across our moon. Nice cloud like that. Some of those streaks coming down here. And another thing I found with the gouache is a tissue dipped in the paint will actually give you some really nice soft effects. Just skimmed across the page. It kind of softens out your paint and makes it a little mistier looking. Put a touch more water on this mixture over here. Like that. And dip my paper towel in there and kind of and if you get marks that you don't really like, you can always change it later. But I'm liking there's this soft, misty glow through here. Let's see. It's a little more it's a little more of a solid gray right here. Like the clouds are hanging heavy right there. And then they kind of break a little bit. Let's grab some of the light mixture. I don't want it to be white because it won't look right. But drop that line in right there. And if your paintbrush won't give you that misted, like soft edged look you're trying to get, try a tissue to kind of soften and mist out that glow like that. I know it's shiny right now, but once that dries, it dries matte, a flat matte, so it'll be really, really pretty. Okay, let's throw in our moon real quick. Now, because I can, I'm going to use a stencil. That way, my moon, let's see, how round do I want my moon to be? Or big, I mean. He's kind of this big. Grab our whites. Make sure I grab the right one. There's our moon. And you just wipe that off later on. That's my plan. There's our moon smack in the middle of the page. And you can take your brush and get in here and put in some of those more prominent clouds around our moon. They're kind of sweeping over the top. Some more on this side. Oh yeah, I'm digging this. See, this kind of painting is super fun. It's kind of loose and unexpected. You don't have to... And see my brush? I have one of my older brushes and it's kind of funky. And it's a filbert, but it's one of my old ones, and it's, I've got some hairs kind of going off in weird directions. And don't throw these brushes away. They make really good like cloud brushes and texture brushes. Yeah. So I recommend saving them for things like this. Just because your brush isn't pristine anymore doesn't mean it doesn't have a job. That. And then we've got some like light ones back here. Actually, there's a hazy glow that I'm missing. That's kind of a... It's got some kind of pinks and yellows, like peaches in it. Oh, should I do that? I've already got pinks and yellows on my palette. Should we try? For that. maybe clean the brush all together. Dab it off with the tissue. Never mind my tape. Dab it off with the tissue. Grab some of this soft yellow that's on the palette up here. And kind of give you indication of a hazy, soft glow. And a little bit of the pink as well. Reactivate the pink. Pick up just a bit. It's pretty wet. And just do a glaze of pink. And then kind of we can always put our balloon back, right? There's this hazy pink situation happening. Kind of like that, okay? And then I'm going to take my tissue, like I did before, and try to get that softer edge. I think I want it to be even more pink than that. Like that. Maybe the finger's the way to go. To kind of tap it out. Or not. The joy of gouache is if you feel like you messed like that spot right there now is not what I want it to be, you would just wait for it to dry and we can come back in and fix it. Okay, let's grab our filbert and grab some pure white because our moon is super bright, and get it back in there. Maybe the round brush will give me a little more control. Yeah, that's a little better. Get that right in there, nice and bright. Like that. Shining bright. And then we drop our clouds back in. I don't really like that brush for clouds. touch more white. There we go. Spread those bristles back out so I can get that effect that I want. That fuzzy. There we go. There we go. Blue-green effect around where the moon is, glowing and reflecting the blue from the sky into the clouds. Maybe our clouds are a little thin. Oh yeah, I dig that. Okay. Grab some of our darker gray. Plop that in some spots. Maybe a little bit going on through here. This is turning out to take a little bit longer than I expected. That's okay. Especially painting a moon. Like, we painted the moon. Done. Not quite. We're not quite finished. We do want to get in our little bit of hazy, soft. Just a touch more water so that it flows a little better. Less water and paint. Spread those bristles. Like little tissue action to get things rolling, right? And then over here, our clouds are softer, they're more gray. And then down here, on the edge of our cloud, that moon is shining through the bottom edge, and the cloud kind of wisps, 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 wisps. That's pretty, right? And here you can do a lot of just what you want with that glow right there, but I'm going to try to stick to the picture like that. Now that I've got all that color in, that spot that I didn't like kind of disappeared. I'm kind of liking the upper sky again, so I'm going to leave it alone. Some soft wisp coming in over here. How's that? Need a little more, like, just a touch more light down at the bottom. Just a bit here and there. There's like a misty, soft bit right there. Kind of mists into there. Another long dark cloud right through here. A little bit of mist around that. Now I'm just having fun with my night sky. And yeah, at this point, anything you don't like, you can totally change. Like right through here, I want it to be a bit misty. I want a touch of water for just a bit more movement, and then dry the brush and scrub it around. Maybe take our tissue and soften it. I don't care for that there. Lighten this up down here a little bit. Yeah, that looks really pretty. Okay, now let's put in our crisp white clouds that are up here. So I'm going to dip it in the paint and kind of tap it. So it did mix in a little bit with the blue. And come up here and get in some few little crisp white clouds, right? There we go. Crisp edges. Like that. Yeah, a little bit of glow. And a couple scooting off into space over here. Because they feel like it. They just want to. Drama. Yeah. Like that. I dig that. Okay. It's better. Is that better? yeah. Oh yeah. I'm now feeling like this isn't quite as cloud-like as I would like it to be, so we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of scrubby clouds back here, just a dry brush, hardly any pigment, and just kind of scumble about until you get it the way you want it to, until it feels right. And then when it feels right, just stop. It does not have to look just like your reference photo. It only has to make you feel happy on the inside or the outside, however you feel happy. Yeah, I dig that, okay? Fun, fun, fun. Okay, I'm gonna stop messing with sky. Let's put on our tree. I have all kinds of greens on the palette, so I'm just gonna dive right in and make some. Go with our bright green like that. And then we can tone it down with some of our blue. I feel like we can tone that right down with a bit of blue. And make kind of a deep green color like that for the shadowy bits. And let's see, our tree comes right on into the painting, like right up through here. We've got a couple colors on here. We can make it big, you can make it small, you can do like a couple treetops, like definitively. You could do pine trees instead of deciduous, whatever you feel like. My reference photo from Barbara has one deciduous treetop in it, which I think looks beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and plop it in. So this side is even more like muted gray-green like this, but bright because the moon's hitting it, right? So we'll just put in a couple shapes of brightness. And twist your brush around as you're tapping in your leaves and get different shapes going. And if you feel like it's too bright, you can always darken it up. Always go in with a little more dark after the fact, or you can even darken some of your blue up right now. Make it a blue-green. Pat that in. See how it pushes it right back? But overall, the tree's pretty bright from that bright moon. Okay. There. Tap that in. Now, I feel like it's gotten completely away from me, so I'm going to dry it real quick. Or come in with some lights. Some more Make more of an olivey kind of green. I'm gonna get some water going. Just a touch of red. Got a little too much red. Maybe a little purple. Just keep going back and forth until you get the color you want. A little water. So, oh, there it is. There it comes. There it comes, that olive green. Yeah. There we go. Come in and tap some of that in. Just in splotches. Here and there. Like that. Some over here. Some over here. Just a few little speckles up here. See, and it doesn't have to be a specific shape. I mean, your mind is gonna know and fill in that, hey, that's a treetop in the moonlight. So grab a touch of white and a touch of our bright green and make a little more vibrance. Like a moon-kissed color. Especially up at our tippy tops. All of our little middle ridges across the top of this one. Yeah, like that, and then over here. And just a little bit right here. And then some super light marks over here. Here and there, it's very light. Gently, gently. Good. And once again, you can go back and forth with this until you feel good about your tree. Until it looks the way you want it to look. I'd like to do a little more dark in our trees and then be done. Be done with you. Yeah, I want a little more olive. Kind of right here. Like down here. That. Good? I think that's good. I'll just a little touch there. I think that's it. Yay. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Let's take off our tape and see if we enjoy our painting. Our little moonlit treetop in gouache. Oh yeah. Now I do feel like my moon cloud area got away from me just a bit, and that it is a bit too like completely bright. So I'm gonna get in this green, blue, gray stuff that I have. And come in here and just tone down some of the blue. Yeah, it's a little better. I just feel like it got a little too white in some areas. I'll kind of push it back a bit. Give us a little bit of variation in our cloud structure. There. Alright, I'm gonna stop messing with it. I like it the way it is. You guys let me know what you think of our moonscape painting. Let's get a little close-up of textures on the page. There's lots of texture on the page. Kind of looks like a C, doesn't it? With the moon coming up. And then there's our treetop. And you pull that all the way back. And there we go. There's our moonlit treetop. Thank you so much, Barbara, for sharing this photo with me. I really had a lot of fun painting it. I'm really happy with this piece. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!